Hi and welcome back. Are you a fan of the popular Squid Game? If so, you're probably familiar with its addicting and challenging gameplay. If you're looking for more titles like it, this top is perfect for you. Here we offer our pick of some of the best series for fans of Squid Game. Number 10, Panic. It takes place in a small Texas town where every summer graduating seniors participate in a series of tasks. The winner takes all, which they believe is their last chance to escape their circumstances and create a better life. This year, however, the rules have been modified. The pot of money has grown bigger, and the challenges have become simultaneously riskier. The players will come face to face with their own most morbid fears as they are confronted with the opportunity of losing everything. Panic has a 6.5 rating in IMDb and a 79% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
You gotta know the difference.
Once upon a time, there was a town made of lies.
Number 9, Extracurricular. 4 high school students begin committing crimes to earn extra money and the difficult consequences that come with it. Jisoo, who generally represents himself as a model student, becomes a criminal after he commits a serious crime. Jungda Bin's allegiance to Minhee, a school bully, is put at risk by Jisoo's pledge to commit a crime. Park Joo-hyun will portray Jisoo's dangerous partner in crime, Gyeorai, while Nam Yeon-soo will appear as Minhee's boyfriend and the school's most popular guy, Ki Tae-tae. Extracurricular has a 7.6 rating in IMDb and a 92% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
너 그러다 죽어.
Number 8, Sweet Home. Chae Hyun-soo is a high school teenager. He avoids leaving the room and often goes invisible. Chae Hyun-soo does not want to speak to his father, mother, and older sister. Once the entire family, except for Chae Hyun-soo, dies in a crash, Chae Hyun-soo is left with no one else. He then moves into a tiny house. At this time, a supernatural phenomenon of man turning into monster occurs globally. Everyone living in Chae Hyun-soo's apartment building, including Pyeon Sang-wook, fights these beasts and challenges for survival. Sweet Home has a 7.3 rating in IMDb and an 84% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
이것은 질병이 아니다.
Number 7, Dr. Brain. Lee Si-won was a child at the time his mother passed away in a car accident. Since then, he has devoted his life to becoming one of the world's top brain scientists. He is brilliant and always remembers everything that he sees. 20 years have passed since his mother's death, and now Lee Si-won is the world's leading brain scientist. One day, a mysterious person contacts him and asks him to extract information from the brain of a man who committed suicide. Lee Si-won is curious and approves of the request. He tries to extract information from the dead man's brain, but fails. Lee Si-won looks into the case of the recently deceased individual several days later. Dr. Brain has a 6.7 rating in IMDb and a 73% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
환영 같기도 했다. 내 머릿속 영광이라.
찾아봐.
Number 6, Memories of the Alhambra, tells the exciting and suspenseful story of Yo Jin-woo and Jung Hee-ju. Strong-willed Yo Jin-woo is the CEO of an investment company with a degree in engineering and a talent for film industry. He has an adventurous and competitive mindset. Suffering after his friend betrays him, he goes to Granada, Spain, in search of the mysterious creator of the creative mind behind the popular augmented reality video game. He ends up at a hostel owned by Jung Hee-ju. Ju was a renowned classical guitarist who traveled to Spain in order to further her studies. After her mother's death, she takes on several jobs to support herself, including operating the old inn. She is caught up in a series of mysterious and weird occurrences. Memories of the Alhambra has a 7.8 rating in IMDb and a 79% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
이야기는 여기서부터 시작한다. 그라나다에 오면서.
Number 5, 3%. In the distant future, the majority of the population will be living in poverty in an area known as the inland. There will be an elite group, however, that gets chosen to live in a virtual paradise, the offshore. Every 20 years, every 20-year-old gets the chance to make it to the island paradise by taking a series of tests. Only 3% of the candidates become proficient and obtain the opportunity to leave the impoverished inland area. One of the newest residents of the offshore is Michelle, a silly young woman with no family that has a stout sense of justice. 3% has a 7.3 rating in IMDb and a 78% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
Nosso trabalho é uma questão de vida ou morte.
Por minuto eu me imaginei do lado de lá.
Number 4. Battle Royale. 42 students over the course of 3 days, 1 left to die. Welcome to Battle Royale. A group of 9th grade students from a Japanese high school have been mandated to compete in a battle royale. The students must kill one another until one remains, or they all die. There are great stories for Kiriyama and Mitsuko, and some people would like to be one of the last people to leave the Blue Island without being violent. However, as the group's numbers diminish, is there any way for Shuya and his friends to make it out alive? Battle Royale has a 7.6 rating in IMDb and 89% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes. Number 3. Liar Game. Trusting, naive Neo suddenly finds herself taking part in the mysterious Liar Game, a game where the players are awarded large sums of money that, then, they are expected to cheat each other out of. A few make it rich, while the rest find themselves in financial debt for life. Neo's opponent is her former teacher. Relief washes over Neo as she goes to him in order to get advice, but he leads her into providing him her entire fortune. With no knowledge of how to raise capital to pay off debts, Neo is distressed. When Naoko gets word that a genius monetary con artist, Shinichi Akiyama, is being released from jail, she turns to him for aid. With more than a little reluctance, Akiyama relents to act as her right-hand man in the game. As they get further into the progression of the game, their involvement becomes more sequential. Liar Game has a 8.1 rating in IMDb. Number 2. As the Gods Will. A second grader named Shun Takahata was a wee boy up until one day when he ended up being required to perform in a child's game series named Daruma-san Gei Karanda, while death functioned as the penalty for losing. With no knowledge of who is behind the games, he has no choice but to keep winning as the only way of safeguarding himself and his childhood friend, Ichika. Meanwhile, a troubled classmate named Takeru seems to have quite enjoyed the chance to get classmates killed. As the Gods Will has a 6.4 rating in IMDb.
死んだ奴が吐く神様なんかクソくらだ
If you want to watch series like Alchemy of Souls, Revenge of Others, or The First Responders, but they are not available in your country due to geographical restrictions, you are in luck. NordVPN can help you with this problem. Right now, NordVPN is offering a mega discount plus 4 free months with the exclusive link that is in the description. If you want to access thousands of series from all over the world on your favorite streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime Video, or Hulu, NordVPN is the perfect solution and you will surely be satisfied, and if you are not, they offer you 30 days to make a return and you will get all your money back. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 1. Alice in Borderland. Arisu Ryohei, listless, jobless, and video game obsessed, suddenly finds himself in a strange, emptied-out version of Tokyo, where he and his friends must compete in life, threatening games in order to survive. In this strange world, Arisu meets Usagi, a young woman who is seeking to survive alone in the games she's playing. Arisu oversees the sort of risky video game in which he makes up limits. The two abandon the task together as they test ways to react to a cruel world. Alice in Borderland has a 7.6 rating in IMDb and a 91% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes. Do you like this video? Check others' videos here and subscribe to be notified about our most recent videos. See you next time. Goodbye.